Hey guys, welcome out to the range. Today I wanted to show you guys some holsters that I've been testing for really about the last year. I've been testing some different holsters from Bianchi. I've always, probably because I'm a cop, I've always been very appreciative of leather holsters. There's not only is it the craft, but also the comfort that goes with wearing leather. My recent lifestyle, recent meaning like within the last several years, has transitioned from carrying on my side from when I was a cop to now carrying appendix carry with a shirt buttoned all the way up. Because of my size, I can't get away with just wearing a loose t-shirt and a gun on the side. There's just so much of me that I push out against the shirt and I end up with the bulge. People that have a thinner torso can get away with that. I can't. So when I wear a gun on my side, I'm going to have to wear a cover garment. And I don't like wearing the shoot me first vest because... So, I like leather, and here's why I like leather. Actually, let me back up a second. I was having a discussion with someone recently about this, and they asked me why I like leather. Well, leather is easy on the body. Kydex is it's essentially stiff plastic is what it is. It's very hard on the body, it jabs you. Leather tends to mold, you know, very simple, it molds to you. This is a Model 82 carry lock that I have had forever and a day, and I mean well over a decade. Honestly, I think it's more than a decade, and love the thing. It's been one of my favorite holsters. It's the one that I was just shooting with a moment ago. It's extremely secure. It does, okay, basic things that a holster should do for you are secure the weapon, cover the weapon, and be comfortable to wear for a long period of time. And this one marks all three boxes. It secures the weapon. It has a locking mechanism on the side, a little tab. And to draw the pistol, now listen, to draw the pistol you depress the tab, not with your shooting finger, with the index finger, but with the middle finger. And it is a very nicely produced holster with a polymer trigger lock system that's embedded in part of the leather, and it's really nice. This one is specific to the larger frame Glocks. It also comes in a smaller frame for the 19s, the 23s, things like that. And I've got them, love them, been wearing them for years. And then the next one, I tried this one last winter, I believe it was. And this one is really great because it's called the Model 58. Yeah, Model 58 by Bianchi. And you'll notice if this were the belt running through, notice that cant. That cant is really severe. That cant is even more forward than the Model 82. So this allows you to wear this further back because essentially this profile is going to do this. It's going to do that underneath your clothing. There's going to be the telltale bump that says, I've got a gun. And now with what we're dealing with in America, you don't want to be spotted as being armed because that automatically just really excels the problem. So being concealed is a very good idea. The problem that you're going to find, not so much problem, but a shortcoming you're going to find with this type of holster is that your front sight post is exposed. So that's something to think about. Seat belts, just different things that will come in contact with your gun that can bump that front side post can actually cause the front side post to loosen, so that's something to think about. But if you're looking for very deep concealment, the Model 58 is the way to go. Now, because I was trying to be as truly thorough as I could be in this review, I came upon some really cool holsters by Bianchi that I'd never seen before. This is called the Model 101, and it's size 16. And size 16 will cover Beretta 92F, PX4 Storm, Glock 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27, 30, 34, 35, 40, 41, FNs, Smith & Wesson M&Ps, Walther PPK, I'm sorry, PPQ, PPX, P99. Guys, the list is comprehensive. This is a really cool holster because essentially what it does is it creates this effect. It just pinches the gun to your body. The belt runs through the backside, and the gun essentially slides right in that little pocket created by your body and the leather. But when you're not carrying a firearm, all it does is flatten out against your body and completely disappear. So if you're going if your lifestyle is such that you're having to go in and out of places where you can't legally carry firearms, but when you're outside you want to be carrying a firearm, this is a great holster for you. But once again, remember, it does keep the front sight post. It allows the front sight post to be exposed, so that's something to think about, which is why my ultimate favorite of all of these is the Model 82, because it's frame specific. It keeps everything covered up. It tucks in really tight against the body, but not so tight that it just wears you out. The things that you have to consider when you're wearing a sidearm, literally on your side, is that from this position, now this position's great if I'm giving verbal commands and I do this. This is the universal body language of I'm armed, back off, right? But the problem with this is, if this guy knows what he's doing, well actually we'll just make believe that this camera is the bad guy. If this bad guy knows what he's doing and he gets on me fast, he can hook into my elbow and get my hand off the gun. In fact, the gun could potentially end up going flying. Also, he could, if he's working in conjunction with someone else, he could be drawing my attention while they come up fast on me and go after the sidearm. Because remember, when we're wearing guns on our sides, it's not hard for people to bump into us and figure out that we're armed. So appendix carry is a great way to conceal that, and it also keeps the gun where you can keep an eye on it. But the problem with appendix carry is every once in a while you're going to find yourself in a position where you've got to be wearing a suit for church, for an official event or whatever, and you have to have your gun on the side. And that's why not just sticking with one carry mode, but different modalities for carrying is actually the better idea. Deep concealment holsters are a specific thing, but there are shortcomings to certain setups. There are positives to other setups. Like for example, the Model 82 carry lock, the reason it's my favorite of the multiples that I just shown you is it does everything. It secures the weapon, and I've already said this, but I'll close with this. It secures the weapon very solidly. It completely covers the weapon, specifically the front sight post. The front sight post is the most easily damaged part of any sidearm. The rear sight, most especially one that has lock screws, it's locked in. It's really hard to get that sight to drift. But the front sight post can be easily damaged. The Model 82 covers everything, and it also, because it's leather, is very comfortable against the body for a long period of time. I'm going to have the links for all these holsters in the description. If you guys have any questions for me, I'll do my best to answer them. Guys, I've been using Bianchi for many years. My entire duty setup was Bianchi. When I first got into law enforcement 20 years ago, I was issued an absolute piece of crap setup. And I literally said, hey, thanks, no thanks. And I went out of pocket and spent money and got the complete Bianchi, I think it was made of PVC, the complete Bianchi PVC lightweight setup. I mean, it was just beautiful. As much as I love leather, from a duty gear standpoint, leather is hard because leather is a maintenance hog. But once I got out of law enforcement, because I like leather, I went to leather, because concealment leather you can maintain a little bit better than duty leather, because duty leather is always exposed to the elements. So I've been using Bianchi products for a very long time, and I can vouch for the quality of the product. This stuff is top-notch, and the price points are great. And anyways, if you guys have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. As always, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.